Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the SH Figuarts One Piece NAMI, and this line has been pretty bad so far. The most recent Luffy was okay, unimpressive but okay, and hopefully this figure is a start in a new direction. Hopefully it's pretty darn good. There's not much of an excuse for it to be bad. It couldn't be much more of a basic design. So, did Bandai actually turn things around? Or is this line going to continue to flounder? We will see. So let's go ahead and get the figure off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, let's take a quick look at the package. I think it's pretty good, except for the fact that the figure is mostly hidden behind the artwork. That seems to be a thing they've been doing a lot lately. I don't understand why they're doing that. Don't put a window on it if you're not going to show the figure. That's super weird. Am I the only one that sees that? Is that not strange? Shouldn't the figure be in the center? That's so weird. But otherwise, the packaging is pretty good. No real issues. Could use some bigger photos on the back, but it's okay. Alright, let's take a look. We'll do a quick question of the day. Which version of NAMI do you think is the best? I'm gonna go with... I think the blue jeans. I think I would go with the blue jeans look if I had to pick. Okay, so... here she is. She stands roughly 5 5/8, give or take, and that's going to make her pretty close to 14.25 centimeters. And she is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store, by the way, if you want to get one. Here she is up against Darwin, and here she is up against Luffy. I'll put a link in the description below if you do want to pick one up for yourself. There she is up against Luffy. I'm not sure they... I mean, I know the art style for One Piece is a very unusual thing. They seem off. Something seems off. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's the proportioning, the head shape, the head size. Something seems weird putting these figures next to each other. Are you guys also feeling that? I think it's her head size. She seems like she's in a different scale. There's something very strange going on here. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing, or am I just crazy? I don't know. Something strange, but there you go. Alright, let's talk about the aesthetic on this figure. The skin tone's nice. It's bare PVC, but it's not glossy at all, so it looks good. No issues. Uniform. Everything's good there. The shoes have a little bit of a sheen to them, I guess to look like leather or something. The skirt, also bare plastic, other than the painted spots, which are clean. And then the shirt, the white and blue, it's not as clean as I would like. Obviously, there's issues there, but it's not terrible. It looks pretty good, and if you're not too close, it'll be fine. Love the shading in the hair. That looks really nice. And the face looks pretty good, too. So, yeah, she's alright. I don't like the way they did the shoulder joints, which we'll talk about in the articulation section. It's uglier than it needs to be, and it actually doesn't function well, so... that's unfortunate. She also has a double jointed elbow as opposed to Luffy's single jointed elbow. Whoever's working on this line is just all over the place. It's pretty weird. It's so strange that Luffy gets a single joint and she gets a double. So there's a lot of inconsistency going on aesthetically and in terms of engineering, and it's just, I don't know, this line is so weird and disappointing, I think, for all the One Piece fans who are looking really forward to a new One Piece line that should just be incredible. And they seem to keep missing the mark. So yeah, this figure looks okay. It's not significantly better than the previous one, which was forever ago. I don't have it anymore, but I'll put the review up top or in the description below, depending on where you're watching. But it's just like, modern technology is there, but also it's not a significantly better figure than before. You know, and it's definitely not significantly better than like the variable action heroes. I don't know what Bandai's doing. They're over-engineering and doing weird stuff. Well, we'll get into all of that. It looks fine. I'll give it a 7. It looks perfectly fine. The hair is done really nicely, so it's fine. Alright, as far as accessories go, you get a total of 5 faceplates for NAMI, and they all look pretty darn good. The paints are clean, good enough sculpts. You get an extra face for Luffy. Apparently everybody is getting that now. The color doesn't actually match Luffy perfectly, but it's close enough, I guess. For hands, it's a decent spread, nothing exceptional, but it's there. And then you do get her stick, which is fine. And this, it bothers me probably way more than anybody would ever even consider it. But we get a treasure chest, and I'm thinking, well, that looks pretty good on the outside. So that's okay, but do we need prop accessories? I don't know. Like, I get why NAMI has it, but also, do we care? And then when you open it, it's just not painted. It looks like crap. It looks like dollar store stuff. I mean, the gold is nice, so, I mean, it's probably painted technically, but it's all one color. Like, at least, if you're gonna put a crown in there, which you did, at least paint the part that's cloth purple or red. Just that would have made a difference. But it just looks like a cheap dollar store prop accessory, and I don't get what the point is, really. I don't know. This line is so weirdly disappointing. Accessory-wise, 7 out of 10. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, now, let's talk about the articulation. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that range that you're gonna have. From that hinge that's in the neck, that's not gonna rotate for crap without grinding the hair against the body. Freaking double ball pegs. That's what it needs. That's what all of these figures need in their neck. It's so annoying. The bottom neck has a ball peg, so that'll work, but moving the head around up here is a nightmare. You only get to do the leaning because it can't wiggle. You have to do the shimmy to try to get it to work, and you can't really do it because of the hair down there. So, gross oversight. Freaking double ball pegs. Stop using hinges in the neck. Alright, for the shoulders, just do shoulders. Just do shoulders. Why do you have this gap in here? And why do you have the sleeve cut like that? And the shoulder joint showing but not being part of the sculpt? What is this? Oh, she can do this. Why? What the hell for? That's not useful for anything. It's like, let's add a crappy quasi-butterfly joint and cut up the sculpt for no reason. Oh, well, she can raise her arm up. She could anyway if you did it properly. This is nuts. It's like over-engineering that's always bad. It's so frustrating as a reviewer and as a collector. Like, that is just not... Anybody who sees that should know right away, bad design. Because it makes no sense. It doesn't actually offer anything. Yeah, you get a bicep swivel up here, but also down here. So it's... Double jointed elbow, I'll take it. For skinny arm, that's a good enough elbow, no problem at all. Why Luffy got a single joint, no idea. Her wrists are fine. You know what? Where is he? That's how you do shoulders. Put the joint in the shoulder. None of this extra crap around it, not a separate ball. Just put the joint in the shoulder and connect it to the body. Look at that. Oh, he can raise his arm up also? Yeah, because you don't need to reinvent the wheel every time you make an action figure. Take the most basic design character here and just totally botch the articulation. It looks so goofy. Oh, it's so frustrating. Alright, so ball peg in the torso, barely leans forward at all. Leans back a little bit. And then down here, I guess there's a second joint in the lower part of the torso because they cut up her shirt for some reason. It's like, that's not necessary. You already have a cut under the blue. Just separate the whole damn thing. You could have easily put one cut under that blue like you did, and another cut under that blue line. And had just unlimited range. And then a ball peg underneath the shirt, down there. Ball peg there, ball peg here, ball peg here. Unlimited range, virtually. Instead, you over-engineered it and did some bullshit where you had to cut a chunk out so that she can lean back a little bit. And now she looks pregnant. Can she lean forward? Oh no, she can't lean forward. So annoying. Like, don't... Stop trying to be creative and clever. It doesn't... You're not, clearly. And it's not working. It's not necessary. The skinniest, roundest torso has very, very limited range. That's just nuts. That's nuts to me. Of course you're going to get your rotation. For the skirt, it's fairly thick material with a fairly heavy overlap. Let's see what we can do for kicking forward. She can kick forward. You really have to force it, but she can kick forward. So that's okay. She has to lean back a little bit to do it. If she's not leaning back, she can't bring her leg up to horizontal. So of course leaning back using the hips is cheating. I mean, as far as what we're talking about right here. So she can't kick forward without leaning all the way back. Bringing her leg back works pretty darn well. Going out to the side, so for like splits, it's pretty good. That's decent range. No nuggets or anything, so that's okay. You get a thigh swivel that's cut and obvious which is unusual. They almost never do that on these figures, yet for the lady with the bare legs, they did it. Because I guess it's mostly hidden, but again, like, why is this so stiff and hard? How come Jada can use soft plastic and nobody else can? Why is Jada's reuse gi so much more flexible than this one tiny little piece of plastic right here? It's just like, I'm so done with companies not putting in the effort that they're supposed to put in. Alright, for her knee, she gets a single jointed knee, just better than 90 degrees. Unlimited, I mean, very limited for no good reason. And then for the ankles, nothing at the top. And down here, it's just a ball hinge. So the foot doesn't go very far back. It goes okay forward. And the ankle rocker is good. So I'll give them that. And then the toe hinge is not good. Holy crap. I think there should be a new rule. If you make a toe hinge that has that box sticking out right there, you're fired. You're fired. You no longer get to design toys because you don't get it. Why would you want a chunk of plastic sticking out there? It's not necessary. Sorry, out of focus. It's not necessary. It impedes the functionality and it looks bad. There's nothing right about that. You're fired. You're fired. From now on, if you do toe hinges like that, you're fired. If you do shoulders like this, you're fired. If you can't make the most basic character design articulate in the most basic of ways, you're fired. No more ball hinge necks, no more crappy toe hinges, no more overly complex ball pegs in the torso. You're all fired. That's what I would say if I was Mr. Bandai. But whoever's in charge of this line is not paying attention at all. The articulation on this figure for what it should be is abysmal. It is fine. It will be okay. If you're going to get the figure regardless, you'll be able to put it in some poses. So I'll give it a 6. But holy crap, take the most simple design, basically just tubular arms and legs, tubular body, nothing in the way, and totally screw it all up. Like, holy crap. I wasn't expecting to have such a negative reaction to this, but damn. Like, come on. You're Bandai making SH Figuarts, and you can't handle NAMI? How? It's nuts. It's nuts. I'm so tired of this stuff. Okay, I'm done with this one. So, the articulation's not good. It looks okay, and the accessories are okay. 4 out of 10. There's no reason it should have any of the problems it has. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but I'm done. I will have to see you guys in the next video, and hopefully it's a better one. Man, that's so... it's just ridiculous. Okay, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should, because I'll save you money. That should just be my new slogan. I'll save you money. I'll try to get them to make better figures, and I'll try to save you money. I do have new videos every single day, and thousands are already on the channel. So make sure you come back for that, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep collecting.